You have a friggin' hot ass.
Josh Allen fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, and finds Dawson Knox wide open for the score. Allen finishes with 274 for 3 and helps Ethan narrowly escape a victory in last week's Matchup of the Week. Mike Evans went nuclear last week, hauling in 171 yards, including this 32-yard touchdown pass from Baker Mayfield. The Donkey Tigers beat the Brad News Bears to move to 500. Let's check in to see how Brad's season's going.
Oh my God!
T. Higgins redeemed himself after a donut in week 1, catching 2 touchdowns on 89 yards, including this 4-yard out route to score against Baltimore. Sam beats Brandon to move to 2-0. Keenan Allen had a day against the Titans secondary, scoring twice for 111 yards, including this 12-yard fake screen touchdown pass from Herbert. Jake beats Brett to move to 1-1. The Steelers defense had themselves a game, taking the first play from scrimmage to the house on a pick 6. It's always a good week when your defense puts up a big game. Sprague beats Andy and seems to still be celebrating his Steelers waiver wire pickup. Congrats to Sprague for being this week's highest scorer, and Brandon is the week 2 shotgun punishment leader.
All right, what's going on, Battle X Fantasy Football League? This is Brandon Mitchell, aka at bmitch55, aka the owner of Highly Questionable. Name spinning. A lot of questionable decisions this week. Least efficient manager. I gotta probably be the highest scoring loser ever over here at about 90 points. Brady, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. You were that close to having a shotgun on vacation, but I'll take one for the team. So without further ado, I gotta get into gear over here. My good old prime going. Here we go. 1 Miller Lite, 12 ounce. Do the job. And we're going to, pray for better days ahead. So let's go. Oh, never gets old right there. All right. So I guess we're supposed to do some matchups over here. But before I get into matchups, I got a real serious public service announcement I need to make for y'all in the league over here. I need some help. This right here is a milk carton. Well, really, it's what's on the back of this milk carton here. Where is Josh Jacobs? Has anyone seen him? I'm looking for him. 2 weeks starting. I think he gave me like less than 7 points each week. That was my number 2 pick. Josh Jacobs, if anyone's seen him, please contact right here this owner. Please. He's out there lost somewhere. I don't know if it's the money or not the money. But anyways, you found him. Please help. All right. Anyways, so getting that aside, matchups of the week over here. We've got me and Jake in the matchup of the week. So highly questionable versus eating ass ain't half bad. You have to explain that one, Jake, to me. But I'm obviously taking myself in the dub. We got Aldi with the Donkey Tigers versus Sprague. I'm gonna have to go with Sprague here. I feel like McCaffrey's been carrying heavy for Aldi, so I'm just not seeing it this week. We got Andy. Andy versus Brett. So Brett, enjoy your vacation, because it's going to be another cakewalk. It's going to be a cakewalk vacation over Andy this week. Then we've got Sam, team who mustn't be named, Nikki's Revenge Tour. I really got to say I apologize for making fun of the two defenses thing. Nikki, you got a really strong team this year, man, and I think you're going to have an easy time with this one. And then we have, last but not least, main commish, Brad News Bears, and Ethan, Rip, freaking Chubb, man, Rip. Kind of with that, it's a big blow. I think I'm going to take Brad to win this, and yeah, everyone good luck, except for Jake, because obviously I play him this week. And also good luck, Colorado against Oregon this weekend. I'm going to keep wearing this shit. I was cool. I wore this before Prime made it cool, and I'm going to keep rolling with it. So, go Buffs. I'm out.
It's time to play Family Feud.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Football Family Feud. I'm your host, Brad Carpentier, and tonight we have the Slug family facing off against the Brandon family. How are we doing tonight?
Oh, Brad, we're doing great. I want to thank you for inviting my family up here. Me, myself, and I.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to the Slug family, but we coming for that dub.
All right, love that. Slug family, how you guys doing over there?
Slug family is not very confident, Steve, but we're going to try our best and we're just going to grind it out.
All right, perfect. Well, Slug, Brandon, both of you join me up at the podium. We're going to jump right into the first question. All right. I surveyed 183 real people, and I'm not just saying that. You can see it at the top. Who do you think is the most hated NFL team? Slug.
I think just with the market, I'm just going to go Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys are the number one answer. Very well done.
Let's go.
All right. We're going to hand it over to Brandon now. We're just going to alternate. We're not going to just kind of cycle through. But Brandon.
I'm going to go with the New England Patriots.
The New England Patriots are the number two answer. Very well done. Shocker. All right. Slug, back to you.
The Slug family, after some deliberation with the fam.
That's not allowed.
Sorry. Me, myself, and I choose the Jets.
The New York Jets is not on the board.
Shit.
All right. Brandon, back to you.
All right. Most hated teams. I'm going to have to go with the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles.
The Philadelphia Eagles are number 4. Well done.
Haters got to hate.
That's right. All right, Jake, back to you. You have one strike.
Yeah, people usually don't like success in the NFL. I think I'll probably go Chiefs.
That's kind of the trend, and Chiefs are the number 3 answer. Well done.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, Brandon, back to you.
Oh, that's tough. That was gonna be my guess right there. It was Chiefs. I think I'm gonna have to go with the LA Rams.
The LA Rams are not on the board. The number 5 answer still stands on the board. Jake, back to you with one strike.
Oh, I don't know why I'm going with the New York teams, but I just think the Giants, just because it's the Giants.
The New York Football Giants are not on the board, although I don't like them. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
All right, Brandon, back to you.
All right. Yeah, it's a really slim pickings over here. I mean, America's team out, Patriots out. I think, maybe you get hated because you're bad. So let's go with the Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland Browns are the number 5 answer.
Nice
What a
answer,
guess. Nice job. I was shocked when the Cleveland Browns responses were coming in. I'm like, why are you hating on like the worst team or worst ran franchise potentially of all time? But yeah, number 5. Very well done. To recap, I probably should have explained the point value, but essentially what we're going to do is like reverse points. So the number 1 answer out of 5 is going to be given 5 points. Number 2 out of 5 will be given 4 points, so on and so forth. So,
Love it.
quick recap. Jake got the Dallas Cowboys and the Kansas City Chiefs. So that was the first, which is 5 points, and the third, which is 3. So that's 8 points for Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon got the New England Patriots, which is number 2. So that's 4 points. The Eagles, number 4, which is 2. So that's 6, plus 1 for the last one, Cleveland Browns. That is 7 points. Quick math. Brandon, am I good? Am I good over here? Is that right?
You were good. Interesting. More answers, less points. But I'll take it.
You know what? They just hire me because of my pretty face. They don't let me make the rules. We're moving on, all right? That's enough out of both of you. Get ready to buzz in as soon as I read the question. Which NFC team has the best NFL logo? Slug.
I gotta just go popularity again. Cowboys are in the NFC, right? Cowboys.
Yep. Just got it in time. The Cowboy star is not one of the top 5.
Shit.
Heading over to the Brandon family, cowboy hats and all. What do you got over there?
Eagles.
Eagles. That is the number 2 answer.
Nice
Very
answer.
well done.
Nice.
Not going to lie, I'm not a big Eagles fan. Never was, really. But whenever I'd play Madden, I'd almost always pick them just because I love their logo. And then I just, make an absolute dominant team.
Hey, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Enough about me. Slug family, back to you. How we doing?
The pressure's on, Steve. So I'll just go like Bears because the Bears pretty sick.
Yeah, the Bears are pretty sick. If you're looking to throw up, those are not one of the top 5.
I have horrible. I don't
Yeah.
know what a cool logo looks like, Steve.
That's all right. The thing about the Chicago Bears, for the most part, the logo that comes to mind is just like a stretched out C, which is pretty fucking boring. Anyways, Brandon family, how we doing? You're up. You have the number 2 answer on the board. Sorry.
I will say I am not a fan of this team, but I gotta go Vikings.
Vikings are the number 1 answer. Very well done.
Oh, that just buried me. I gotta put in some work here.
Vikings
I can't stand them, but they're
yeah.
good.
Yeah. As a Saints fan, Vikings have not been super kind to you in the recent years, but they do have a pretty cool logo. All right, Jake, back to you. We surveyed 176 people. Which NFC team has the best NFL logo?
I'm gonna stick, I guess, with the animals, even though it's done horrible for me. I'll go with Panthers because Panthers are super cool.
Panthers. That's a great guess if you're looking to get out of the game early.
Yeah,
That's your third strike. Third strike for Slug family.
I don't want to play anymore.
The Brandon family's looking to steal the rest.
This could hurt really bad.
Brandon, Brandon, the number 3, 4, and 5 answers are still on the board. You have all the time in the world that you need, but try not to take too much. What's your guess?
My guess would be Saints. Bring it back home.
The Saints.
Sick logo.
He's bringing it back home to New Orleans, and that is the number 5 answer on the board. Well done. All right. That leaves 3 and 4 still on the board. Jake, you can go ahead and mute your mic. Go get some more makeup backstage, whatever you got to do. The Mitchell family is about to tee off.
I'm going to need it, Steve.
All right. So I'm going to go with the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers.
That's a good one, too. Fuck.
Survey says number 3 on the board.
Brandon, what are you doing to me, bro?
Oh, my God. Somebody stop him. He's going for a clean sweep. He has 1, 2, 3, and 5 answers already. The number 4 remains, and he has all 3 strikes remaining.
It's a lot of points.
All right. Let's go. This one's a bit of a strategic response, but I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons. No, they're not on the board. First strike.
Thank goodness. I will take that strike in stride.
Yeah, I could have come up with a wise-ass comment about them. I was going to say they blew the 28-3 lead. Hopefully Brandon doesn't blow this next one.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. I'm just thinking of what teams are left.
Yeah.
I mean, LA Rams.
LA Rams are not on there. That is your second strike. You have 1 remaining. Again, we surveyed 176 people. Which NFC team has the best NFL logo?
Oh, Seahawks.
The Seahawks. He doesn't close it out, folks. He gets 3 X's.
Damn.
Leaving the 4th overall on the board. Jake, do you have a final guess? It won't count, but...
It's just embarrassing for me at this point. Let's just say the Cardinals. I got destroyed that round, though.
Yeah, I should have never asked for another response out of you. That's not on there. Number 4 is the Detroit Lions.
Ah, shit. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, that's who I thought Jake was going to when he said animals is like Detroit Lions. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
To the Panthers or something.
All right. Big round for Brandon. Can't say the same about Jake. Jake
Steve,
points that round. Brandon walks away with 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13.
Steve, it begs the question, is it even possible for me to win at this point?
That is a great question. I'm sure all of our audience members back home are asking the same, but hey, as the Patriots once proved against the Falcons, it is not over until it's over.
Another Pats reference. Gotta love it.
Yeah, that's enough. All right, next, we're going to go to the 3rd and final question. Through 2 weeks, which player is most likely to win Fantasy MVP? Slug barely gets it in.
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen is a gross answer. No.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, wow. No. Can I just go with Christian McCaffrey?
Christian McCaffrey is on the board, and he's the number 3 answer. Slug, back to you. You have 1 strike, 2 guesses remaining, unless you get them right.
Yeah, I was thinking more of like who scored the most so far, because I think I'll go Justin Jefferson then.
Justin Jefferson is the number 4 answer. Well done. All right, we still have the number 1 and number 2 answers on the board. Through 2 weeks, which player is most likely to win Fantasy MVP?
Ooh. Let's go with Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. He's had a rough season, so he is most definitely not on the board through the first 2 weeks, although that might be a different story coming into the season. 1 strike for the Brandon family. Back to Jake.
This could be a bad answer. I don't know when this was polled, but
It was
now I'm
pulled
thinking like,
over the last 2 days.
okay, so people have seen the last 2 weeks. So I'll try Puka Nacua. He had a couple great weeks.
Puka Nacua is the number 1 answer.
Yes!
Very well done.
Wow.
Very well done. I obviously didn't want to give any major clues, but I think most people interpreted this as, a big fantasy steal, possible fantasy MVP for keeping them afloat, maybe in the absence of Cup. Very well done. Great guess out of the Slugs.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, back to the Brandon family. The number 2 answer remains.
This is a tough. Now that I know what the category is, this is a tough one. If Puka is 1 over here, who would have thought? Let's go with.
I gotta cut him off, folks.
Yeah.
It took too long.
Right. Yeah.
Time's up. Sorry, that's your second strike. Jake, back to you. We surveyed 119 people through 2 weeks. Which player is most likely to win Fantasy MVP?
Yeah, Steve. I don't think I have enough time to really think about it. A name that jumped to mind, I don't know why, was CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb. Back to the farm you go. That is not on the board, and you have 2 strikes as well.
Let's think.
All right, Brandon, back to you. 1 more answer and 1 more strike.
All right. Let's go with screw it, Kirk Cousins. I have no idea.
Kirk Cousins. He is the QB1 through 2 weeks, but he is not the number 2 answer. That's a great response though. Great answer. Whatever the hell I'm trying to say.
Thank you.
All right, Jake, back to you. Quick recap of the answers on the board. Number 1 is Puka Nacua. Number 3 is CMC, Christian McCaffrey. Number 4 is Justin Jefferson. Don't think too hard about this.
Yeah, I'm thinking too many different things. It's not going to be on there, but I don't want to. I'll just guess DeAndre Swift. It's not him, but I can't think of one right now.
I literally just thought of it.
Yeah.
All right, DeAndre Swift is not on the board.
Yeah.
Brandon, what would your guess be if you had another one?
Tyreek Hill.
That is correct. Tyreek Hill is the number 2.
Shit.
I know.
It's so obvious.
I know. When the Puka Nacua came out, you both were just like, all right, waiver wire, instead of just continuing.
Right. I'm like, it really threw me off. I'm like, because 3 wideouts at the, for MVP, no quarterback. And I'm like, all right, if Puka's, I was like, Puka number 1. I'm like, all right, it's not Tyreek. But when you said it's obvious, I'm like, all right.
Right.
Damn.
Dude.
That's all right. Very well done. All right. The current tally is Jake family, or the Slug family, with 13 points. That second round did not do you too hot. And the Brandon family has 23 points. So you are 10 points ahead. Which is great. However, right after this commercial break, we're going to hop right into some fast money where both teams will have the chance to answer 5 questions in 30 seconds and a chance to hopefully close the gap to determine our winner. We'll see you soon.
So easy to use, Geico.com, a caveman could do it.
What?
Oh, no,
not cool.
I did not know you were there.
Welcome back. We're going to jump right into Fast Money. Our first contestant is going to be Jake. All right, you're going to have 30 seconds to give me your best answer to the following 5 questions. Okay? Your time starts now. Name something people lose as they age.
Hair.
Besides a car, name something used to commute to work.
Bus.
What is the most popular Pop-Tart flavor?
Strawberry.
What fast food place sells the most breakfast food?
McDonald's.
What is the most popular condiment in the United States?
Ketchup.
Wow! Well done! Come on, give it up! All right.
That felt good. That felt good, Steve.
And now to our next participant who is leading 23-13, trying to hold that lead. We have Brandon. Come right up.
Let's go.
Whoa, we brought some Miller Lights on set. All right.
I win, I'm shotgunning on screen.
all right. Love that. All right, Brandon, time to lock it in here. Your time starts now. Name something people lose as they age.
Memory.
Besides a car, name something used to commute to work.
Bus.
What is the most popular Pop-Tart flavor?
S'mores.
What fast food place sells the most breakfast food?
McDonald's.
What is the most popular condiment in the United States?
Ketchup.
Very well done. All right. Good job. Time to tally up the points to see how you guys did in Fast Money. Number 1 question. Name something people lose as they age. Jake said hair. Survey says that is the number 1 answer.
Yes.
Brandon said memory. Survey says that's the number 3 answer. Very well done.
It's going to be close, Steve.
It's going to be close. You both did very well. Number 2, besides a car, name something used to commute to work. Both of you said bus. Survey says that is the number 1 answer.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Third question. What is the most popular Pop-Tart flavor? Jake said strawberry. Brandon says s'mores. Both are on the board.
S'mores are good.
We'll start with s'mores. Survey says that is the number 4 answer. So Brandon gets +2. Jake said strawberry. And that is the number 1 answer. Jake gets +5.
Steve.
Moving into the 4th question. What fast food place sells the most breakfast food? Both families said McDonald's. Both families get the number 1 answer. Very well done.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Very well done. And finally, number 5, most popular condiment in the United States.
Shit.
Both said ketchup. So the point differential is going to remain no matter what. Ketchup is actually the number 3 answer.
Really?
Don't tell me no mayonnaise over here.
Mayo is the number 1
Are you?
answer.
Bro.
No way.
It's disgusting, but yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this America voting?
Right?
Yeah.
And then second is ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Very well done. Congrats to both of you. But Brandon takes the dub in the first edition of Football Family Feud. And
Let's go. Woo! Yeah.
We are going to be doing the draft of the week, which this week is Gen 1 Pokemon. Brandon, you have the honors. Would you like the first overall pick? Or, since this is a snake draft, would you like the second and third pick?
I think there's a lot of pressure with that first pick, Brad. So I think I'm going to defer to the second half of the year.
He's going to defer to the second half. Okay.
Love it.
Slug, pressure's on with the first overall pick in the Generation 1 Pokemon Draft. Poke Slug selects.
It's a lot of pressure, but I think it's a pretty easy choice if given it the option. It's got to be Charizard. It's my boy, Charizard. Everybody fucking loves Charizard. Let's go.
That's a great pick. I mean, you're right. Who doesn't like Charizard?
Yeah.
Let's get these free advertisements off my guy.
I'm pumped with that pick, Steve. Are you still Steve?
I'm whatever you want me to be.
All right. I do see some mega evolutions of the Gen 1 Pokemons, but we gotta stick with the OGs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Pikachu, another from the Ketchum team.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pikachu, absolute stud.
Yeah.
Stole all of our hearts from episode 1. From the very beginning. That's a great pick, Brandon.
And then I'm gonna have to go with a favorite of mine, Snorlax.
Yeah.
Wow, the big boy, huh?
Yeah.
Big Daddy Snorlax.
Everybody remembers ripping that flute back in the games, waking that.
You can't beat the game without encountering Snorlax.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, he's the OG.
Good pick. Snorlax. Some might say Snorlax is my spirit animal, but we're trying to move on from that lifestyle. All right, Slug, back to you.
Okay, so I think this is where there's some pressure because there's just so many good, just middle tier kind of like early middle tier pokes.
For sure.
So like, I don't know. It's tough. I think I might get who I want if I wait on this dude. So I gotta go Blastoise. Because like the fact I got the 2 starters, 2 of like the best starters you can. Everybody loves Blastoise and Charizard. I think that's gonna look great on a graphic.
That is gonna look great. Speaking of graphic, why does Blastoise just look like he's like looking back at it? You know?
Yeah. He knows what he's working with.
I just thought Blastoise, a little sus, but turtles.
Honestly, kind of big sus, but let's focus here. All right, I think that's a great pick. Two studs off the board for Team Slug. All right, third pick. Who do you got?
Yeah, so I got to take the first legendary and just like the most badass Pokemon ever. I got to go Mewtwo. He's just a dog. He's just a dog. Like
Mewtwo is a dog.
Yeah.
Not really, but
yeah, not even close to a dog, but
yeah,
he's got a little in him.
He's got a little bark to him though. All right, Charizard, Blastoise, and Mewtwo to start the gang for Team Slug, and Brandon has the beloved Pikachu and Big Daddy Snorlax. All right, Brandon.
Okay. All right, my next 2 picks, Gengar.
It's good.
Gengar's a stud.
Yeah, he's such a stud.
It's the only way you can beat Mewtwo is freaking you gotta stick Gengar on it.
Wow, love that mindset. Okay.
And then like I know Charizard is the most popular fire type. I'm gonna go with one from the Gary Oak team, an Arcanine.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't like that big fluffy dog?
Yeah. They got that they got the dog. Love that. Is that the right graphic?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
What's the what was the pre-evolution? What was that?
Growlithe.
Growlithe.
All right. Good pick. Slug, back to you for your 4th and 5th.
So Brandon's done a fabulous job. I think really the only chance I'm going to have at this point is just what it's looking like on the graphic and just consistency. So, Venusaur isn't the most popular ever, but I got to complete the big three starters. It's gonna scream nostalgia for people voting.
Yep.
And then if I'm gonna stay consistent, if I'm gonna get Mewtwo, I gotta get Mew. I gotta get the legendary boys in there, and Mew's everybody loves them / her. So
Okay.
gotta take it.
Genderless over here.
Yeah. Let's
All right. Let's go with all right, so we got final two over here. Kind of electric, normal, ghost, and fire. So that means we gotta go water over here. And divided between cuteness and one of my most favorite Pokemon, or do you just go with the terror? And I think we can all guess who that is. I'm gonna go with the cuteness though. Give me Lapras. Lapras, the true MVP of season 2. Or else he just would have never gone anywhere in the Orange Islands.
That's true. That's a great point. And I didn't think of this either. The fact that you're picking a well-balanced type team.
Yeah.
That's huge too.
Believe it or not, I like your team, Slug, but if we were to duke it out right now, I don't know. I think it'd be a close one. And I can't not have a psychic type of my own. So I'm gonna go with Alakazam.
Oh, dude, nice pick.
Wow,
damn, that's good.
That is a great pick out of you, Brandon.
Surprised he was left in the 6, but there we go.
Good stuff. All right, that's a great squad out of you, Brandon. Slug, close it out. Who's your 6th pick?
Yeah, I got to close it out with, everybody loved the dragons. And technically, Charizard, you don't know if he's a dragon or not. He looks like one, but we're going to take Dragonite. The dragon, the dog.
Dragonite.
And I think that balances my team out pretty well, too. I did take 2 psychics, but I think Mew is just good for the cuteness factor. So, yeah.
Yeah. Dragonite's, he's a beast. I mean, your squad is just bulky. You got a bunch of linemen on your team for sure.
Yeah.
Brandon's got the scrappiness. He's got a couple walk-ons that are playing a Hall of Fame career.
I got some bulkiness, I got some speed, and I got the cuteness, all for a well-rounded team.
That's fair. Brandon's offensive line is just Snorlax, and that's huge.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. That's awesome. Very well done. Great picks. Per usual, we're going to throw this up in Sleeper and let the league vote to determine the winner. Very well done. I did notice nobody took any of the legendary Articunos, Zapdos, Moltres.
That's tough.
They're overrated.
Yeah, and it's almost like if you choose one, you got to choose them all.
Yeah, the only one worth the damn is Zapdos, and I already chose Pikachu.
Yeah, that's true. Zapdos was my favorite for sure.
Any other Brad sleepers that you may have saw in there? I mean, I had some, but what do you think?
Honestly, you guys got Gengar was. I thought he might have slid under the radar, but Brandon.
Gengar's sick.
Overall, no, I think you guys snagged some good ones for sure. Again, just from playing on the Nintendo's, or not Nintendo, but Game Boy back in the day, or Game Boy Advance, whatever. Gyarados was always dope when you would stumble across him in the game. So I feel like that's cool.
That was the terror pick.
Yeah.
And then just a quick story. I mean, and Slug, I know that you are the Pokey Slug, so you can kind of correct me if I'm wrong. But I read something one time that Cubone, I think that's this one right here, is a Charmander who lost his flame, and the bone mask he's wearing is actually his mother's or father's in Charizard. Is that real?
And it's definitely it's being investigated. I'll say.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying it could be true. It's a sweet. It's like that's the cool lore with Pokemon too. I believe it to be true. It's an awesome theory.
I would also agree.
Yeah.
You know, they don't really bring up Pokemon death in the Pokemon world. However, that little ghost you got to fight at the top of Lavender Town is a Marowak, the evolution of Cubone, and they could be hinting at something there.
Very, very insightful out of both of you. I appreciate both of you taking the time. However, we're just going to end with a couple of real quick hitting questions. All right. We probably are running, low on time. But real quick, Jake, what are your initial thoughts on Brandon's squad?
Yeah, I think this is a perfect time to say I'm just loving this league. So happy you guys welcomed me in. It's been so fun. There was a trade today, but Brandon and I did a trade as well. So yeah. I think that's like unprecedented. First ever trade done on the podcast on the cast.
Yeah.
I guess this isn't a podcast, but I definitely looked over Brandon's team. I think it's just like consistent all the way through. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is an absolute stud. Like, yeah, I love Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's just super consistent. I could easily see it being a playoff team, easily see it being a championship team. And I think our trade that we did is going to help both of us. So,
very cool. Very cool. Yeah, definitely making history tonight. First match for the week, making a trade together basically during that week's matchup. So kind of a bold take there. Very curious to see how it plays out for both of you for this week and then obviously for the remaining of the season. Brandon, how about you? Thoughts on Jake's team?
Honestly, Jake's team is one that like I've looked at quite a bit. A lot of the same consistencies like across the board. And kind of going into this week, I knew I wanted to move off of one of my guys, and I saw Jake's got. You do have a lot of wideouts, bro. You have a lot of wideouts. I was like, let me help you, and that's where I was lacking. So I think in a way, if you took both Jake's and I's teams, put them together, that's a machine right there. But what I can appreciate is his ability to be able to hold steady while effectively add two of his top three picks out, with Cup and Eckler. So
for sure, yeah, I'll definitely echo that. That's been impressive, staying at 500, like Brandon said, without Eckler and Cup. So once those guys get back, that's going to be scary, but very cool. We'll see how that plays out. Next question, Brandon, we'll stick with you. Who, if you had to pick somebody, would you like to see lose this year, and what punishment would you like to see them do?
There are two that immediately come to mind. More because they're more well outspoken in the group.
Yeah.
But to save Aldi's face, I'm gonna say Nikki.
Okay.
I don't know who laugh emoji'd our trade, but I got a feeling it was one of those two freaking trolls. So Nikki, for being a troll, I mean, beer mile it is, because I honestly think you would do a lot worse than Brady, and I'm gonna just let that message stick.
Cool. Yeah, it was definitely Nick with the laughing emoji, just for the record. But yeah, that would be very entertaining, either of them. I know Aldi mentioned that he would do the beer mile with Brady just for fun. That obviously never happened, so yeah, we'll see. Slug, same question for you. If you had to pick somebody in the league, I know it's your first year, who would you pick and what would you like to see them do?
Yeah, you make a good point. It is my first year. I'm really enjoying getting to know the fellas that I haven't really got to know up to this point. So I don't really have anybody specific that I want to lose. So my mindset is I want to go after the top dog, the champion of last year. And I think in the last video, Petty did say that he wanted me to just down those waffles for the waffle challenge. I think I took a little shot there from him. So I think Petty, but Petty's the man. So, but if I had to choose, I'd choose him.
And which punishment would you like to see pork chop complete?
I think I got to choose the waffles because he was spot on. I do want to try the waffles myself at some point. Like he had me pegged perfectly. But yeah, I'm gonna throw the waffle tray back on him. That's such a funny challenge, and just to have that. But and I love the tradition of the beer mile that we're slowly getting here too. But the waffle thing is just too funny.
Very cool. Yeah, exactly. Beer mile tradition would be cool, but I think the other two punishments would also be equally as funny, possibly rewarding if there's money involved in the old Eat Finder edition. But time will tell. Last question. As both of you kind of mentioned earlier, there was another trade today between Nick and Brett. I know you two have been active, in discussions between one another, but initial reactions on that. I believe Brett sent Kenneth Walker, AJ Brown, and Justin Fields to Nikki in return for Patrick Mahomes, I think a half-eaten popsicle, and Odell Beckham Jr. No, it was Najee Harris and Odell Beckham.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say I'll just come out, not afraid to put it on Front Street. Nikki tried to offload Harris onto me. I told him no.
Whoa!
I'm just put that for the record. I made a much better trade because I just don't like getting screwed over, man. I don't really understand what's happening, but I think Brady made out like a dream over here on potential.
Really? You think Brady came out victorious?
I think he did. And my reason for that is obviously Justin Fields. If you haven't been living under a rock, it's not so fun over there. So
yeah, that's
my first impression is Mahomes for
Okay, that's true. But he did get AJ Brown, who's a stud, and Kenneth Walker, who I think could be a stud. I don't know. My initial reactions, Jake, I'll get to you before we run out of time, but my initial reactions, just out of fairness, I'm asking you guys questions. I might as well give my input too. I think Nick won the trade easily. Mahomes is a stud, but the quarterback position is not as valuable as some people I think make it out to be, unless you're in the Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen book, and they're rushing in touchdowns. Hopefully Josh Allen doesn't do that this week, Ethan. But I think Nick got a stud receiver in AJ Brown, first round pick, I believe, in our draft, and then Kenneth Walker, who I think could be a stud, and then Justin Fields last year didn't really break out until mid-season, so not that I'm hoping for that, but there's that potential as well. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Brady sees something that we all didn't see when we're watching Najee, run into his own lineman for a yard every carry. But we'll see. He does get the best quarterback in the league. But does that translate to fantasy? I'm not exactly sold. Slug, close us out. Quick thoughts on that trade.
Yeah, sweet. I'll try to be quick. So it seemed, Brandon was on Brett's side. Brad, you said you were saying Nikki won it, but you're back and forth. I audibly went ew. I think when I saw the trade, I think Nikki took Brady for a ride. I don't know. I don't want to start anything, but man, that it's tough. I don't value quarterbacks maybe as much as other people, and I think Justin Fields can probably turn it around. So I think AJ Brown's just an absolute stud, and then Kenneth Walker, he's the guy in Seattle, and I think Odell's droppable. But
That's fair.
Najee, Najee's going to get all the opportunity in the world. It's just
Yeah. Call's about to end in 30 seconds. Thanks so much for both of your time. Best of luck this week. May the best man win. And Brandon, hope to see you soon in Maine. Slug, I'll catch you later. All right. See you guys.